With us on World Now, voting is underway to elect a new Iranian president as a hardline conservative goes head-to-head with a reformist. The runoff comes after no candidate secured the majority in the first round of the election on the 28th of June, which saw a historically low voter turnout of 40%. Now, one of the challengers, Masoud Pezeshkian, a former health surgeon, is critical of Iran's notorious morality police, but his rival, Saeed Jalili, favors the status quo. The election was called after Iran's previous president, Ibrahim Raisi, was killed in a helicopter crash in May, in which 7 other people died. Well, let's talk some more about this election. Joining us is global affairs analyst Colin Onwueke. He joins us from Brussels in Belgium. Good to have you here, Mr. Onwueke.
Thank you, Ambassador. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so the battle is now between challengers Masoud Pezeshkian and Saeed Jalili. But it does appear that several conservatives are supporting the reformist Pezeshkian. Why is that so?
Well, the reason it is so, Ambassador, is the fact that it appears that more and more people are getting tired of the status quo in Iran. A situation where the supreme leader is, left with so much power that even the president, himself, is actually limited in what changes could be brought to the Islamic Republic. And so that has actually brought about, that apparent shift. Now, what we do not know as of this moment, Ambassador, is, the extent to which the shift is sufficiently significant to, tilt the balance against the reformist candidate, Mr. Masoud Pezeshkian. Now, it may very well be that, those on the conservative side, who were candidates at the, first round, who have actually, thrown their weight behind the candidacy of Saeed Jalili, might indeed tilt the balance. Such things, even the polls in Iran, are not what we know them to be in the West. So it is a bit difficult to predict what is going to happen. But it's not a long wait. By tomorrow, we should be having the indications of who now steers the ship of state in Iran.
All right, our news we're just getting is that similar to the first round, Iran's election authorities have just extended voting time by 2 hours from the original ending time of 6 p.m. So polls now will stay open till 8 p.m. The last time we spoke, Mr. Onwueke, I was asking you about voter turnout and its impact and significance in this election. Are we getting feelers it could be better today?
It's not likely to be better than it was, the last time. And by the way, it wasn't even 40%. It was, just a little under 40%, turnout, which is even worse than the last election in 2021, where they had 48%. We know that, the supreme leader had actually mocked America when America was having, less than 50% voter turnout. He considered it to be a sign that the citizens do not trust, their states, and that there's a whole lot of anti-democratic sentiments going around. Well, what goes around comes around. I wonder what he will make out of that. You see, the morality police, like you said earlier, in the intro, is a very serious matter. The sanctions are biting. But it is surprising that, young people, rather than that, actually, building them and, motivating them to come out and make a change, they are simply deciding to, kind of hang up, literally, on the government and, let apathy rule them.
All right, then. I must sincerely appreciate you for talking to us about this. Global Affairs Analyst Colin Onwueke. Thank you so much for joining us on World Now.
Always my pleasure. Thank you.
All right, let's move on from there.